Hey guys, it's Hildriff. I'm reviewing some Highlander demos. This is a pre-season, and we're playing a game against Megakillarz on PL Badwater. We're playing with a couple of trials, just trying to feel our roster out. We're playing against a Megakillarz team that were having a few issues in terms of where they were having like some problems with their lineup. They're trying a few players. I think they have a very good team, but they seem very uncoordinated. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Like, you're going to see a few mistakes from them, but from our point of view, we're trying to put together a new team as well. We've had a lot of changes this season. Only about 4 or 5 players are staying from the same as last season. So there's a couple of class switches as well. So we're going to see how this goes. We're trying an Edict on Pyro. Doom is our new NG, but Cherry Rendezvous is playing this game, and Ast is like kind of a trial in Highlander, even though we know he's very good. At the moment, I do my usual sort of pre-game thing where basically I'm just focusing on calls, and like in my head I have an idea of what's going on. I think our plan here is to get sort of poke in position for a call, and then me and Mookie are going to jump. Which we do. It's not a particularly effective one. I could have actually got a very easy frag onto player that dropped off the roof, but what you want there is the force, so it's not even, there's no value to the kill, in my opinion. It's better to just die very quickly. So we're changing our style up this time. We got really denied from the Sentry and Pyro and everything, so we change it up this time. We're going to try and make them activate their Wrangler and then jump. I get a call that the Sentry's wrangled, and this time me and Mookie's, the wrangle wasn't actually on, but you know, the Sentry was distracted by somebody else, and me and Mookie had a really effective bomb. I kind of just glide over and arc my jump so that I land behind them. I'm not trying to land into the enemy team. If the Sentry's wrangled, I tend to land into the enemy team, just so everyone has to look at me for like that brief second, and Mookie has an easier time. That time I just arc over, do damage. Mookie lands into their team. It's really effective. Now here, it's a bit of a bad communication, but I remember this very, very well, because I die here and I get very upset. For my team is I originally, like we've got that med drop, we've absolutely rolled them on first, and then I want our team to take the momentum. I'm making a original call I make is to just go roof because I'm scared of flankers. Then very quickly, and I'm very known for this, very quickly I change my mind and I tell my team to go roof, to go straight through main, but they don't follow me. And you know, when your combo is separated and they're waiting for you in those situations, it's very easy for a player like their player to go in behind them, just pick you up on the respawn wave. So at that point I'm telling my team, just go and use that Uber and get second, don't waste any more time. Like, I know it's going to be a bad Uber, but we have to just use that Uber and just get the point from it. Like, I wanted to, if we'd done what my original plan was, and again I've just run in and died, like, I have no idea why I chose to go roof there. I guess I wasn't thinking straight there. I should have gone main and supported my combo. But we do get the cap, but it's very poor push. We're looking a bit disorganised. Again, I'm jumping forward kind of alone, but I feel like this ground is here for me to secure and call my team in. But now they're not really properly set up here, so I'm going to spam the Sentry as much as I can. There's a lot of calls about focusing the Sentry, but they're combo Pierce, so I switch my focus to them. Granger gets himself in a good position to get sap the Sentry. That's the power of changing upward third. I stay here and just get away from an arrow. I'm going to come in, keep my health good. My team's already putting lots of pressure on the cart, and we've put loads of pressure on them. They lost their Sentry pretty early. Now I wanted to use the Uber there quickly, but we lost Pulse, so I'm taking my time. But then their Pyro just suicided, so I know we can get close to their combo. This isn't a very good Uber from us, but we did got one kill from it. It's like I've spent too much time focusing on the scout. I really wanted somebody else to be with me, but I'd gone to this back stairs, and like I've just by going to this back stairs I've created a new angle. I managed to get the demo. At the same time I'm combing my main combo to push. You can see I managed to kill their demo and draw at least 2-3 players to me, which makes the push really easy for my team because we just overwhelmed them. Like Spray has come back to Polk, and we just kind of pushed around him whilst off that distraction. Now that was far too easy in my opinion to win. Like we had a very, very bad exchange on the second, and we managed to pick the point up. I would have expected to be punished for mistakes that we've made so far, but you know, we had a very aggressive push on third, and we won the fight by being aggressive. And on fourth, you know, even though we had another bad exchange, and remember not to take your team's ammo. That's why I jump up there. But we had another very bad exchange on fourth, kind of like just a solo demo Uber. I wanted to take more people with me, like Ast or somebody, but no, we managed to get the force from them, and then I got myself in a position where I was completely uncontested, and got a lot of things done. So no, it's good. Good the way we like intimidated them with our aggression. That's what I'm happy about. Like you wouldn't expect to see stronger teams like fold like they did in that on the defenses, but at the same time you have to perform as well. Here's just like the denying of the suicide. Now most players like to play very tight to the top, but I like to. I know this initial suicide is a hard time, a stressful time, but I like to like really. I mean, it opens the opportunity for me to get killed by their sniper, but I do like to like show myself and pressure the left more, pressure underneath. Now there's a bit of problems with our calls. Like I want our scout to be much more on top of coming to our team. Now I also thought this was a bad Uber for us, but it turns out they Ubered through tunnel and they had a fucking dreadful Uber because we just killed our entire team. But I don't know how that man managed to get stuff done. It was a good play by him. I guess he just knew the Uber was trash, so he jumped up top. We've lost our sentry, but you know, it's about making the next best decision. If you've made one mistake, you should focus on the next part of the game. So we've gone to roof. I was originally going to try and hold the front, but then there was a call they were all pushing main, so straight away I'm going to spam them in main, and I scare them all away. Now I'm worried about them rotating, but Polk is kind of well positioned to deal with it, so like he's got a very good defensive position. So all I can do is just sit there and take my buffs and keep spamming the cart, like, and then eventually I get some more support. I don't know about this Uber or whether they used or not. I don't think, but I just call like, you know, clock's on our side, so it's not a good Uber. We've lost our sentry. Let's hold the next point. Now I just put a very basic sticky trap up here, and I just tell my team, let's show our presence, because they have advantage. Just show our presence for as long as we can, then drop out. That's my call. Like we want to keep pressuring them. So I'm waiting there with the trap. They haven't spotted it, and I have no idea how I get 4 kills. They're like, I think the spy just tried to backstab me and missed. Oh no. Like Polk probably stays in a little too long there and gets backstabbed, but it doesn't matter. Like they lost their entire combo, and because they lost their entire combo, there's this ground. So I want to like lay some claim on it again. Like I just don't want to give it up for free. As soon as I see the sniper, I'm going to go back. I don't want to risk giving that frag. I know the spy's down, so I don't need to worry about him. Granger's going for a play there, so I want to keep showing myself to make life easy for Granger as well. Because I'm there spamming and my team has some sort of presence, Granger's able to sort of move around. They're all thinking about this fucking demo man spamming them. They're not thinking about the spy. So we're going into this hold that seems to be very popular on Badwater Pro, which is to be hold close. I mean, it's kind of weird that the team seems to be doing this by default, but I guess it's just to counter this. Mookie said he wanted to go for a bomb, so I'm going to go forward and support him. Like, it's a pretty old strategy in Highlander. I do it with Zoob. I used to do it with Zoob all the time. It's when Zoob becomes aggressive, I'm just going to go forward and use him. But we do a lot of damage, but the most important thing at this point is to stay alive. I'm supporting Mookie on the right because I know Polk and Edic have left side covered. The only place that's not being covered particularly is main, but Cherry's moved his sentry up, which is pretty smart play by Cherry. He's moved his sentry more forward to sort of put more pressure on main. It's also a reaction to the fact that the position that everyone used to prefer is been nerfed a bit. There's an Uber exchange. I want to keep out the Uber and we drop back behind our sentry. And time runs out. They want to play again, so we'll watch the next demo. So yeah, how would I rate that performance? Yeah, there were a few mistakes. I felt we would have been punished if we weren't playing the team that was more aggressive, more confident in their positioning. There's lots of good individual players, but they're not really playing as a team. Whilst we got more teamwork going, more coordination. I think the two moments in that game kind of summed it up. It's like the second suicide where I managed to get a lot of kills with spam pipes. That was pretty, like, I've never done that very often, so it's pretty good for us. And the second time was at a sticky trap that got 3 kills, and then I managed to get a 4th just spamming long range stickies. That is just a very basic sticky trap. Like, I don't expect anyone to die from it, but I pull it there so players have to look at it and shoot the stickies, you know, and it delays them and they're thinking about the sticky trap. But you know, you can't just give up ground without giving them something to think about. I'm going for the same sticky trap here, but I'm gonna put the classic Emilio on. The reason I do this is because I noticed none of them are looking out the door, which is called Emilio in, if you didn't know already. The reason it's called Emilio in is because Emilio Estevez, the famous demo man for Killswitch, now heavily for strong opinions. Every game I've ever seen him play, he's always looking out the door, even if it's like a fuck around double mix at 12 or 1 in the morning and everyone's drunk. He's always there at the door. So when you play against strong opinions, you know you've got to be creative with your stickies. So I'm going to wait for the cart to get to like ×3 and then move a little bit, but Cake headshots me from a really fucking ridiculous sight line. He's got me twice at this point so far, which could normally cost my team, but I go into director mode. You see, when I die, I go into director mode and I watch like what's going on. So straight away from the respawn, like I say, I'm going to support the cart. I'm trying to keep comms up because I know that a good defensive team can easily defend the first point when they don't break you with suicides. Sprayer in the end, I guess he was scared. I was so surprised to just see him standing there. I didn't think about the kill. I thought, fuck this, I'm out of here, boys. that's pretty not good. I want to pause and explain my thought about two things. About one is directing your team from death cam. When I die, I like to go onto death cam and look at what the situation is. Especially when I have 8 players alive, because then I can tell people to do this, you do that, focus on this, watch for this, and it can be very effective. Sometimes though, your team kind of needs an in-game leader as well. What we've decided on, we played Strong Opinions. We had half of our team missing, but we had our combo here. And we ended up losing the game, but there was a noticeable difference in how we played around our combo. When Polk took over leadership when I died, it was a lot better. So we've kind of decided on, I'm going to be main calling, but if I die and the team needs leadership, Polk's going to make the decisions for the combo, which really helps. So that was that. And when the other thing about Badwater is you can defend forward very easily if you have all 9 players just facing forward, because you have such high advantage, such a safe place to keep your combo, so many health packs for your flank to access. One of the big weaknesses of this defense is flanking through tunnel, and you don't think it because it's the tunnel, you know, but because the cart goes through the tunnel, and this is why I think it's a genius design for a first point, because the cart goes through the tunnel, but most of the action can be on the hill. You always have to commit one person at least to the tunnel, but not all the time, but you know, when it's being pressured. And sometimes you have to commit 2, and sometimes you have to commit 3, you know, so I'm always wary of that. I've seen many teams that have had brilliant first holds and then they just like lose a camp through the tunnel, like just one scout on the cart, everyone ignores him until it's too late. So I'm always like, I'm saying Ast, rotate between tunnel and top, you know, tracker, keep you know, when Ast isn't there, keep watching the tunnel. And I can say to them, if you need support in the tunnel, you tell me, because often there'll be 2 people pushing the cart, and instead I'm like Mookie's ready to go and sort of drop down, or because we don't want our heavy to drop off the top. It takes them ages to get back up there. Or I'm ready to drop down because I can move quickly. The other thing I like to do on first point, which you probably won't see here, because I'm going to call my team out in a minute. Like, I think I'm going to call us out second because we lost quite a couple of players in that exchange. But the other thing I like to do on Badwater first is control the left side a lot more, which Cake punished me for because he managed to find obnoxious sight lines and pick me. But I like to be spamming left side way more forward than any other demo normally does. And the reason for that is because I feel like your team doesn't have to be sat next to your sentry. I feel like your team can rotate on the left with heals. I mean, it does expose your medic a bit more, but you know, you can hold top right fine. But you want to keep controlling that left area. Keep the weakness of the sniper down. Keep the weakness of the direct hit down. You know. Anyway, I've talked for way too long, so let's see what happens in the game. Actually, I decided I wanted to challenge this. Mookie's jumped in. Unfortunately, I have no ammo, but we've got the Uber Force. Okay, now I remember why we could call out. Because they had Uber advantage, which you got Force, didn't we? I forgot about that. Because of that door doesn't open, we're able to escape this way and get to the roof quickly. And because you can do that now, I think the roof hold's very viable. Before it was very hard to set up. No, the roof hold is back, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm doing is, because their combo is on, we have advantage, I'm calling for people to come behind them and to catch them out. They won't expect this. Mookie comes with me and wastes stickies on that. So I've wasted some stickies on Dispenser. But the unfortunate thing is, because we weren't there on the roof stopping them, we didn't have a sentry or anything, they capped the point, but we completely wiped their team. Like, okay, we lost second, If I just stood on the roof and spammed them, they would have been way too... or we dropped off and used Uber. We would have defended this point, but we'd have Uber disadvantage. Now we're in a good position to do this corner hold. I wanted... most teams would pull back to third, but because we own this ground, like, we're not going to give it up to them without making it very difficult for them. So I'm going to keep spamming whilst our flank can get in position to do stuff. I unfortunately get killed by the engineer that I did not spot. So we've lost a few too many people in that fight, but Cherry's gone back and started building on third. We still keep our Uber. I've told Pulp to do this thing. Just keep shooting them, like, don't give them the ground for free, don't just concede it, like, keep pressuring them. I told them, as soon as you see the sniper, retreat. But, like, that's the thing, the heavy's disconnected with no heals, so I spam him, but unfortunately Cake comes in the boiler and picks me, so I just call that for my team, like, my team can handle it if they know where he is. It's doing a pretty good hold. We've got, like, Ast and Granger Bob are doing, like, work, and Tracker as well, did so much work. Like, the combo at the moment is just doing bitch work, bitch defensive work. The flank is, like, getting all the fucking frags. This game's obnoxious. But, you know, we control the situation really well because we have experienced players like Polk and Sprayer in the combo, and we have such good talent on the flank that are able to get these kills. Plus they kind of, like, ballsed up their Uber. Even if they got the demo kill, they didn't get anything else. So being on the right there, I've been disconnected from heals. I feel like this position is not the best because like, if you're taking damage it can be really tricky. So I've gone back, told Hulk to watch right, and I'm going to control left so they can't get free spam on us. He got one sticky in there from Guy, but I actually call for an Uber here because we can get a good multi, and at the same time, like, I mean, Funky's trying to salvage that Uber, but it's not happening because Granger kind of went in behind and blocked them. Their med did very well to get out. So it's still going right for us in this hold so far. Like, controlling that left door just keeps them from accessing that room, and it gives Polk the option to watch right. Like, if I'm trying to watch right side, it's not as effective. That is a cheeky kill there by Snippy Snabby, I can't remember who that guy is. So I'm just instantly swapped to the left. I thought that was a very good bomb actually by Fungi, because he got our medic very weak. He's a bit unlucky. If he'd synced that with his soldier, it would have been good. But that's what they need to do to break this defense, is get good suicides, but because they're suiciding players, look, their pyro isn't even with their medic. Ranger Bob just got a backstab on their medic, and their pyro's a boiler, doing nothing. Like, if they're going to do suicides like that, they need to keep their pyro defensive. Or somebody building, like a scout building Uber or something. Maybe that was their plan and I didn't spot it. So they've failed their suicide wave. We've got another big Uber advantage. We could take this forward, but honestly they've not offered very much. So there's no point in giving them an opportunity to push by Ubering into them. Now, the only time I would choose to Uber in this situation is if we were down numbers or they were getting lots of damage on us. Like, if they get lots of damage on us, we have two options. We can go back or we can go forward. Now me and Polk like to swap between right and left. When I go right side, I take a lot of damage. Normally when I stop watching right is when I'm pretty convinced that somebody else has it covered, but I'm not sure if I was right there. Like, I think I kind of left it alone for too long. Mookie's back, so Mookie can support right side more. I mean, generally Tracker's going to be watching air or main anyway, so they've actually Ubered from main to get us entry, but we're going to drop down and counter. I choose to get a flash to make sure we get these kills, and I'm calling my team, I'm saying we're in guys, we're in, come and help us. But like, we got very fortunate and used our medic there, because Druid was just stood there around the corner. Like, somebody should have really pushed from there as we were being aggressive. We've lost a couple of players as well. Mookie's gone down. This is not. Now we're three down. I'm gonna watch the my sticky trap. Kind of. No, I blew it too early. I called my team back actually. There's a sniper main. Yeah, I just exposed myself horribly to their team. Not a very clean retreat here, but we kind of we were punished by going 3 down. Like losing our flank into the sniper. I think I called to block there, and we just went too early. I called to block with Aruba. I kind of just went too early, and then Sprayer was kind of forced to use. And then now we're definitely going to lose Sprayer now. He actually does really well to stay alive here. Okay, he's so unlucky to die, but the fact that he stayed alive for so long is able to, help our team trade off the frags. Really helps our team. So in the end, we kind of got like a few bad calls, but we managed to salvage it. They're very disconnected in their push. They're not thinking about their Uber advantage. People are dying one at a time for them. I choose like 5 stickies at that thing and only just kill it. Is he on? No, Spray is staying on. Like minigun. This is our first time defending last. Now we've put up 8 minutes on the first 3 points, so we're already on a good time. Like we're on a time we feel we're confident in beating. But then there's this 2 really high bombs. And we are just not set up to deal with it. Our pyro is in the right position, our sentry isn't up. Normally our team is very solid and focused on denying those sort of high bombs. I remember playing It's So Good in the final in Season 6, and they did that same bombs 4 or 5 times. And every time they got nothing done, and that's because we were really well positioned with a sentry up. And that ended up winning us the season. We've lost our medic though to the Uber advantage they've gained, so I'm just going to stay here and try to stay alive as long as possible. I know I'm not going to live for very long, so stay alive, giving my team some time to get stuff done. Cherry does very well there. The heavy was kind of disconnected, but good decision making. We've got enough time for the respawns. They've kind of just pushed in waves here, their team. We've got quick fix, so we're jumping our medic. I jump forward because I want to deny this sniper from getting this good sight line. I'm not even going to shoot a pipe at Ghost and fuck, I'm up in there. As if I'm going to shoot a pipe into a scout. I get enough damage on a medic that Granger comes in and kills him. So they have to suicide. Cool, let's wait for suicide, but because it's quick fix actually, it's quick fix, so the way I feel about quick fix is it's not as valuable as an Uber. It's really hard to just push with it, especially when you're being defensive, so you can just use it just to keep people alive, and it doesn't matter if you use it. Because you get a quick heals up so quickly, and you get the Uber up so quickly. It's easy to use. We're already 60%. Yes, they're gonna have Uber, but our Granger Bob's just having a massive game in this game. The Sprayer knows what I want. Sprayer knows how to use quick fix the way I want to use it. He knows to just use it whenever he feels like me or Polk are gonna die, or he's gonna die. To just pop it off and keep people alive. Because the thing about quick fixes is because you get the heals out so quick. Now we choose to rotate top there. I go with the combo here. because I hear the call that their combos like around, and because I'm with the combo and everyone, I said fuck it, I'm gonna push with Ast here, show him some love, steal his kill, and then I'm gonna pressure from the right with him. And they actually force a really bad Uber, which they even drop their scout, like scout miscommunications. Clark wanted to take it map and get the free kill on me, and maybe even Ast if he's hitting his shots. So they're going to push me in. Now, when a team does this, I like to stay around the corner and just spam them, like wait for them to come to me and spam them. If I had a bit more ammo, I'd have killed their medic. But we use a quick fix and get a lot of focus heals. Their entire team is just focused on the cart. And because their entire team is focused on the cart, when our spawn comes in, they only have one place to shoot, and that's the cart, and we win. So you've not seen too much. Like, they've not had too many good ideas on how they push, so we're able to kind of just do what we want in this game. They, you know, they have their moments where they get opportunities, but they can't break our combo being strong. Like Pillox just, I think that was another suicide. Pillox was just trying to distract or something, because there's no reason for him to just walk through without heals. Their team must be getting very frustrated. This is the first time we're gonna put pressure on the corner, like in this position. Cake, he's found me a lot in this game. Like, I tend to not give snipers much respect, but then they end up killing me, and then I start respecting them. But Cake has killed me every time I've peeked him. He's killed me, and you'd think I'd learn from my mistakes, but I don't. We've lost our pyro, but we've got their sniper down. We've been forced to use our quick fix. They haven't used Uber, but again, because it's quick fix, I am not very bothered. I wanted somebody there to deal with the backstairs, but nobody did. So it's hell spread. Let's go back to spawn and let's use this new top right here. We've still got pressure in from top. Because we've got pressure on the car, like Cherry is doing and Mookie seem to be doing a grand job of defending it. Spot the sniper in shadow. Like, fuck, am I going to let him kill our medic? Now our objective here is to get the teleporter. Like, we're taking this ground because two reasons why you should take the ground like that. This is a really good call by Tracker that there's a spy behind us there. The reason we hold this area is because, one, you should always you should make them fight for every bit of ground, and two, it demoralises them because they're struggling to push our last. And because we've got this, we're holding this ground here. Like, they're thinking in their heads, okay, we have to retake the choke before we can even push their last. But we've used it as our quick fix. Their demo man's up and ready to spam us, so call us back. Golson's just trying to suicide, like a desperate suicide there. So we've gone back to our normal holding position. We bought some time by forward holding. I'm back on the corner spamming them. This time I don't continue to peek against Cake because he's killed me already. Maybe I'll change my mind in a minute. See, normally we're not this far forward on choke, but we kind of are. I don't like it. I tell Polk to go back. I say don't try and hold it without me, which is the right call because he could die so easily if he wasn't defensively positioned. Sprayer's really scared about the flank. Yeah, because there's a soldier in backstairs, so he wants to drop his position defensively, which is fine because then it creates this angle from this spawn for me to come and spam the cart. Let's see. Sprayer's a very passive kind of medic, but I think it's good that he's aware of the being flanked there, because he could box himself in, but instead he wanted to keep the team defensively positioned, which really helped us win that fight. And it's also like good communication with Polk to back the team up there. So yeah, I don't think we were majorly tested by their team in terms of like hardly like I'm not saying they were bad, but and we were brilliant because we did defend very well and make it hard for them. But at the same time, the level of coordination isn't the same as when you play against a team like Chess Club, you know, who have players that are really aggressive and constantly flanking and making you, you know, wary, making you look behind them, and then they're doing things at the same time. Mickey's kind of testing the airstrike out. He says, "What the fuck? This weapon's allowed." But he decides not to use it because it seems pretty OP. But he's going to use the parachute thingy. And Mickey's plan here is to put the direct hit on, and then just jump in the air and just jump in the air and direct hit their sentry. I think at the same time we're going to like go for a play. I'm going to go for a bomb on the medic whilst there's some pressure on top left and through cart. No. Mickey's just, I think he's just going to jump like upwards or something. No? Yeah, so he does that and starts spamming the sentry, makes some rank guard jump there. Medic spotted me very early and dodged me. See, Granger Bob's doing the ambassador from behind strat. Something Granger doesn't typically do, but Granger's the type of player who likes to vary his style so he's unpredictable. So do the same thing. This time we want to focus the sentry and we get that down. Because the sentry's down, it kind of opens more opportunities for our team. Because at the same time we strike with our suicide. Look at what he's doing, so obnoxious, such a dickhead. Because at the same time we're suiciding, Granger, Bob and Cherry have used that opportunity to get kills. And they go for another suicide, but it turns out Edict's already forced everywhere. I like Edict, like he seems like a decent player, but my problem with him, I thought this Uber was like a bit bad because we didn't use comms. And I've kind of like completely fucked it up. So that was pretty embarrassing to watch. I jumped way too far away from my medic, trying to make things happen. But I didn't like the Uber because I thought it was a very bad Uber. But it turns out their combo was in. Trampling anyway. Like, we could have Ubered there, and there could have been no one there, and it could have been really bad. At the end, I could have killed the medic if I had not been failing. But yeah, Edict seems like a decent pyro, but I feel like there isn't enough comms there at times. We'll have to see. I wanted to save that Uber for the next point, but I'm going to suicide instead. I decided to just jump by myself because like Mickey's dead and I want to be alive for the Uber. I somehow survived, like I decided to just glide over the point and then Clark kills me. It's a pretty bad time for me to die. You see, me and Mickey are kind of like suiciding one by one. What you really want to be doing is syncing that up. So this suicide is not giving us anything, so I think the call here is going to be just to Uber. How we're going to push this, I think we're going to go up back stairs with our pyro, and our Polk is going to pressure from front at the same time. So yeah. Their pyro is close, ready to deny. We just say, let's just use it here. I just spam the heavy so I can get the force. Unfortunately we do drop them. The sprayer seems to be in a bad position, so I jump away. I knew if I follow him I'm just going to die with him, so I'm going to try and split the team. That was a really incredible headshot by whoever hit me. But the plan, they completely wrecked our combo, but you can see Polk did push through front. And there was pressure on the cart. Because we've got people pressuring all the different flanks, they can't handle it and we overwhelm them. And the combo tries to escape the lower stairs on the left. Ast is on a 6k right now. Like, even though he spends most of his time on the cart, he's just able to clean up frags. I wonder how interesting Ast is going to find Highlander to play, because it's not the most fun to play payload. Here, we could just be aggressive because they're pressured to block this point. We've just wiped their team on seconds, and they're pressured to block the point, so we're just going to like get straight to the corner, fight them in the choke point, frustrate them, force them to have a messy fight in an area they don't want to fight, and there you go. Like, pretty well played. Yeah, I think we played very well in that game. Megakillarz were not at their best, but I think that was the first time in the season, pre-season, excuse me, I felt like we've played like dominated, because we've always been known as a team that can dominate, and that was the first time we really showed we could do it, even though we did have some very bad moments and some moments that could have cost us if we were against a better team. But you know, I'm pretty happy like with how the roster played, so yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, so what I can take away from that game overall, Megakillarz had a lot of problem, like didn't have a lot of ideas to play against us. We had like far too much space to do things. When we made mistakes, they really didn't punish us. But on the same time, plus side, we were aggressive. We used all of the flanks. We were coordinated sometimes. So I guess it kind of just showed the difference. Like when you're a new team coming into Prem, playing against a team that's very experienced. So yeah, I hope to see Megakillarz play this season, because I think they have a lot of good individual players, but they really need to get the teamwork down, whilst we have to work hard at cutting out the small mistakes that are going to cost us when we play the likes of Chess Club and Strong Opinions and whoever else is going to be up there like Stacked. Okay, so I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching.